Alrighty, so last time we were all here, you guys were investigating Carlisle's car works after having a shootout in the middle of the night with Detective Pullman and some cronies of his. A couple of you were wounded during that attack. The back seat of your car looks like the opening of Reservoir Dogs. I assume you took Donna's car to the car garage. What did you do with your bloody car?
Pretty sure it was my car?
No, your car's fine. The car they took to the shootout, which they got in while covered in blood, is now covered in blood. I'm curious what you did. Well, it's all over like the inside of the seats, the steering wheel.
So you would take a quilt.
Well,
You just put a blanket over the seats.
It's probably dry by now.
Yeah. Attracting flies in the middle of summer.
Well, the thing is, Donna's car has a driver. And Donna's driver is probably familiar with where to find discreet services to remove blood.
I believe it's known as fire.
Yeah.
I believe the mob's official policy of ditching bloody cars is to destroy them. That's kind of why I'm asking what you did with your car. You have two of them.
How do we fit in just one now?
It's Donna's car. I assume it's a large car. Is it your car or Jack's car that you took from Rainsboro?
Well, I'm assuming I was driving because he can't see red.
It's true. So it's probably your car, so it's up to you what they do with it, really. You could try and hide it somewhere. You could roll it into a lake. You could just try and cover and clean up what blood you can in it.
I'd vote for, trying to cover it up because I don't think I can afford another car.
We'll get you another car. Probably a better one. Yours is kind of a clunker.
I don't know if I should really trust the word of a mob princess.
We know how to get a hold of cars.
Will this be a legally acquired car? You're so picky.
You and your legitimate vehicles that are purchased.
Why? Are you trying to get insurance for it?
Legal.
Let's just roll into a lake.
Roll it in a lake. You could park it somewhere in the woods and try and cover it with crap. Up to you guys.
I vote lake.
It's not my car. I vote lake.
Thinking green has not been invented yet.
No, it is not.
Let's go kill some fish.
I'm almost wondering, she takes me aside to explain, it's alright, we'll get you a better car. He's already driving. Yeah!
Singing it in a lake, eh?
Over a ramp, and he jumps out the driver's side door.
Alright, does anybody have, I guess it would be driving. Depends how you're rolling it into a lake, really, I guess. And where you're driving it into a lake.
Simply, just leave a cinder block, you lock the steering wheel.
Alright, in that case, somebody can give me a stealth test to try and do this in such a way that someone doesn't notice you sinking a car in a lake.
I'll do it.
Sure.
I've done this before.
Only one of you has to do it.
I can spend a credit rating to hire an expert.
I'd say it's difficulty 4. Yeah, you can get your driver to do it for a credit rating spend.
Okay.
You can do it if you want, or I can just hire an expert.
How much credit rating you got?
I spend a credit rating to call personal connections in any field of endeavor. I've still got 5 left.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
Burn that then. Well, I'm trying to push it,
I just
not realizing it has to be a
The
neutral.
lounge driver just puts his hand in and just like, let me in.
I got this.
It's quite alright.
let Giovanni the Fifth deal with it. I'm actually not sure how many Giovannis have gone through at this point.
Your character knows where the first
much
4
that I'm about to
Giovannis
use
went.
Not the Giovanni Fifth.
Well, this wouldn't be a Giovanni. This is just her driver. This is about.
Alright, so you guys are hanging around Carlisle's car works. You've determined that Oscar Baldovo has gone missing, that his engine was apparently tampered with, not by his own team, and covered in crazy magic sigils and whatnot that made it very effective, and its own team has abandoned it, owing to it being full of devilry and witchcraft. and they are dropping out of the 500 and heading back to Czechoslovakia. Meanwhile, Carter Upton is staring into space, and is anyone particularly paying attention to what he's doing?
I don't know. Am I worried about my car being run into a lake at this point?
Oh, that happened a while ago.
Okay.
That was just me
Yours.
figuring out in past something you would have had to have done.
Yeah.
Because it hadn't occurred to me until like the end of the session. I was like, wait, the back of your car is full of
Who
blood.
was Carter Upton again?
Him.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Shake his shoulder.
Anyone paying attention to what he's doing?
I am now.
Are you okay, man? Hey?
You two? Stability checks. As his entire body blurs momentarily.
4. Thank God I rolled a 4.
2.
You can lose 3. And down to 8. Yep. His entire body blurs momentarily as if it's out of focus in a camera photo. Then it resolves normally. He stumbles slightly. Looks relatively normal, if a bit freaked out about something. He pulls something out of his pocket, looks at it, and he appears to be limping.
Are you alright?
What happened to your leg?
Oh yeah, you spent a mythos.
Yeah, he spent a mythos point.
Oh, I
Last
forgot.
session.
It was right at the end.
Yeah, no, but I
He received
That's when
he
we-
received
I'm
a
like-
vision and some information via email.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know if I want to still hear that.
He's also holding a weird black cylinder thing, little gray cap on it. Looks
What's
like
that?
it's like a container of some
Silver
kind.
nitrate.
What the fuck is silver nitrate?
No idea. It's purple. Yeah.
Really? Yep, there's a purple powder in it. Does anyone have chemistry or pharmacy?
Me, that'd be me.
Silver nitrate is not purple.
Okay. BS.
Oh, this is purple. The guy said it was silver nitrate.
I said, since when did I say that?
He said the guy said it was silver nitrate.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Like
You're also not sure what that canister's made out of. It's like squishy, black, and shiny.
a
How
rubber
did I-
canister.
Did I actually fall?
You did something.
What's his health at?
Brendan's character actually has chemistry and could tell you that it's plastic,
I have,
which is a relatively new material. It does exist in this time period, but it's not commonly used for anything. What he's basically holding is a film canister.
yeah, like the old ones back in the 90s.
Yep.
Something you should know. This stuff, if the guy was right,
But guy, I'm here now.
this stuff will light up the ones that the guys that you apparently cannot see because you're colorblind.
Because you roll like a twat.
The quiet ones?
Yes.
Speak sense, damn it!
Apparently this will lighten up the quiet ones. I don't know, maybe makes them more visible, or maybe actually sets them on fire. I don't know exactly.
I immediately snatched it out of his hands.
You have,
How?
You have a can of purple powder.
Just flick it at them.
It's like, is it like secret
So how did that help me
salt,
see
or
them?
You can already see them.
You're just
Just
not
stop
paying.
paying attention.
So what does this do then?
You're already hallucinating. You just need to focus in on that.
Either hurts them, makes them easy, you'll be able to see by everyone else.
Okay. Okay.
You got a job.
He's still limping like he hurt his leg. You're not sure why. It's clearly causing him pain.
Yeah. I don't know if I want to heal that or
You
not.
want me to take
I
a
was
look at
thinking about
that?
being in like helicopter.
Damn.
Plane.
You
Ended up
just fly
jumping
off to a
off.
secret
Parachute
society and then
didn't
come
work.
back.
He had a fun vision. Do you object to Billy over here taking a look at your leg?
No, go ahead.
When you roll his pant leg up, his right leg has a big honking welt of bruises around the knee joint. Do you have medicine at all? Or just first aid?
Just first aid.
Alright, yeah, you're not sure what would
Oh
cause
wait,
that.
two for medicine.
Medicine? Awesome. That is the kind of bruise that is consistent with a high fall landing on your feet, causing extensive damage to the joint.
Yeah.
It looks like it's... From the look of it, it looks like an injury that occurred like months ago and has been healing and is just currently bruised. So apparently he jumped out of a plane or fell off a high height like months ago
Yeah.
and then recovered
Okay.
in the span of a second.
Sing time.
Also,
For all of you.
Important, they show up on black and white film. I think that's what the weird
Yes,
camera with
that's
all the
probably
colors
what
was.
that.
What do you mean they show up on film?
The quiet ones or something. They show up in black and white film.
We just
Okay.
don't have a photographer.
And too bad the
Like
two
that-
of us
like
won't
that-
know about
Like
this.
that roll of film you found from a black and white camera that had a color picture.
Then had all those colors.
Can I roll preparedness to see if I still have the photo on me?
Oh, you don't have to roll preparedness for that, you do.
Like
I
this?
assume your character would throw evidence away for no reason.
Maybe he would.
This is Gene Hunt we're talking about.
This is true.
It's like, I don't need that anymore.
Evidence, who needs that? Fetch me my search warrant. Comes
Okay.
back with the crowbar.
This is it, guys. This is them.
This is a color blur.
This is the quiet ones.
From that book you read, you know that the descriptions of the quiet ones is that they are a roiling mass of color.
You see this, right?
Okay, I chemicals.
It looks like a lens flare, or like someone took a picture of like an oil spill with that rainbow effect
like
on
they
it.
treated chemicals wrong when they were developing
Except
the film.
cameras don't develop in color.
Yeah,
That's black and white
Well,
film.
so
black
they
and white
developed
cameras,
it
no.
wrong.
There are color cameras in this era.
I'll show you guys.
Yeah.
I can't believe you don't believe me.
Yeah, I believe you.
Unfortunately, I need to see it in like the face, if it has a face. If what we're talking about.
Donna already knows that weird shit exists. She's perfectly happy to believe that that's what that is.
And then I need an explanation of why, how they came to be, past.
I'm at the point where I can summon bat demons. I believe anything.
I think it would probably be a good idea to take the contents of this and divide it amongst each other, so we each have some to use.
What is this? This stuff?
She wants to split up the purple powder in the film canister from before our time.
All right.
I wasn't at the table for the explanation of this stuff. So apparently
Carter blurred for a second. When he came back, he was holding a film canister of purple powder, which he says if you throw at one of the quiet ones, causes them to become invisible.
cause them to be invisible. Oh.
It just calls them to be purple.
You're not sure. You weren't really given a demonstration.
Little pouches or containers or glass bottles or something.
I don't know. I mean, this is plastic. I don't know why it's plastic. Maybe it's important.
Are we at the hotel room?
If you want to head back there, you can go there.
Okay.
Maybe it's
No, I
just
think
what
we're
the
in like.
guy had.
Oh right, we're still
You're
at
standing
we're
outside
right.
car
I
wash.
forgot. Yeah.
If you want to go
Car
back
wash.
to the motel, you certainly can.
I could roll preparedness to have a variety of small makeup containers in my purse.
If you use old makeup containers and just empty them, we'll say it's not a roll.
Yeah, those old makeup containers.
You will hear from my chemist.
It's like, well, I didn't need all these shades of eyeshadow anyway.
While you're doing that,
She'll keep the red one.
while you're doing that, I go up to you and ask you if you have red
Red nail.
lipstick in a black container or just a non-red container.
She would have red lipstick as she's wearing it.
And from my knowledge of lipstick, usually it's either in a white or black tube.
Yeah, it is useful.
Usually it just has like a dot on
I'm
it.
not sure what makes. Oh, thing is, I'm not sure that lipstick in that period came in lipstick sticks.
That's true.
I
I
will
have no idea.
look it up.
Let's say it does.
Okay.
Or nail polish.
I
something
was
can
thinking about
make
talking
a
about
line
nail
with.
polish.
It's
Yeah.
blood, you bite your finger, and you just go.
This isn't alchemy we're talking about.
You could also go to a hardware store and just buy a can of paint.
True.
She's just like a small army of makeup.
It seemed thematically appropriate to ask that while this was happening.
Yeah, no, the lipstick I need, I'm currently using it, but I could roll preparedness for some nail polish. You don't generally carry nail polish in your purse.
Maybe I have like a pen that's red.
That would take a long time.
Just for
So,
taking
so would nail polish, if we're being honest
You
here.
can make a little window that you can see through.
Like at least with lipstick, you can get a nice thick line going. Although if I do get time to prepare, I am going to a hardware store and getting a can of paint.
Again, blood. And go ahead.
You can do that now.
I'm going to do that right now.
Sure. There's a hardware store nearby. You can walk over there.
Yep.
Head over there. Head in. Little shop bell tinkles. Guy. Ah, hello there. How are you? Hi.
Hi, I'm looking to buy paint.
Sure. We have a variety of paint. What can I get?
Red.
Sure. He backs away from the counter into the back room. Do you have assess honesty?
Yes.
He looks nervous about something.
Can I
Is there anybody else
spend
in
a
the
point?
store?
If you spend a point,
I'm
yeah.
his follower, so I'll just stay by.
That's my last of assess honesty.
Sure. So he was like backing away in the back room. You're like, that's not normal behavior for a shopkeeper. And you're sort of looking around. You notice on a wall nearby there's a poster which says "Wanted" and has a picture of a sketch that looks something like you. as well as sketches of a number of people who've seen before, that you were traveling with.
Shock. The guy who we left alive ratted us out. Said we should kill him.
It says there's a reward for information.
I wasn't with them.
Do I hear the sound of a phone being picked up and receiving?
If you head over to the back door, you can certainly hear that.
Sense trouble.
If you kick open the back door, yeah, he's standing there. He's got a phone.
God! No move! No move! Police!
Don't kill me! Please don't kill me! He collapses to the ground, curling in a ball.
This is official police business. See? Look, badge. Badge. You know how to spell that?
What's the poster for?
Please don't kill me.
You didn't see me.
No, I didn't see
I
anything.
think it's more.
And I'd like to buy this. I just put a can of red
He
paint.
tells you can just have it.
Good. I'm taking the posters too.
Take whatever you want. Don't kill me.
I leave like a $5 or something on the counter anyway.
See, Donna couldn't have been at a shooting yesterday. Her driver will tell you that he dropped her back off at the hotel. And I'm sure the hotel staff will back that up.
So I make my way back to the guys with some of the posters. The guys, we have a problem.
Yep.
Let's turn ourselves in and get the reward money and then bust ourselves out.
That's not how that works.
Because that works so well in every movie it's attempted in.
I'm kind of curious about whether or not I would still be on there, even though I wasn't at the shooting.
Yeah.
There's no picture of you on there.
Okay, so whose pictures are there? Just him.
Everyone except Carter. They're like sketch drawings. Some of them are better than others. They're all loosely look alike.
When has contouring been invented?
Okay, I'm just gonna start comparing
Costume
everyone's pictures to everyone's.
Are you guys just like standing out in the middle of the street looking at this, or did you like go inside?
He would
gonna
have
back
wanted me
out.
to go inside or
Okay.
somewhere. But I would... The driver's still outside, right? Because he would have been back from dealing with the other car. Okay. The driver will be in the car outside the building.
Sure.
This is the biggest roadblock to our investigation. We can't go around asking questions when those are up.
I was at my hotel last night.
Hold up a picture. Is there a picture with her face on it?
Yep.
Yeah, is everyone...
It's a pretty good likeness.
Let me guess. There's one which is terribly drawn, but still, it looks like me except for him.
Yeah, how much does mine look like me?
If someone is accusing me
Not
of
as
being
much so.
involved at a criminal activity,
You and Vivian's
clearly
drawings
they
are kind of
people
rough.
who
They could be a lot of people.
are trying to upset my
But
family.
Jack, Donna, and Brendan's are all pretty clear.
We can't do the investigation normally now. We have to act.
Okay,
Well,
do you
me and the
guys have
psychiatrist can.
disguises?
You guys can't.
Why don't we say go
Anyone
see
can spend
Victor?
disguise.
I don't have this, guys.
I
You can spend it on other people.
have disguise. I got 2.
Okay.
But I'm just saying
Can I
the
go buy that
likelihood of you not punching anyone else or
Try.
shooting anyone else is very low.
There's some nice music playing from the radio in the corner.
Why don't we use the radio and like tune into a news station and see what's
Certainly do that.
yeah, what that's
We'll
about.
do that.
Switch on? Sure. Welcome back, listeners. I have some sad news for motorsports fans. The Indy 500 judge Milton Jones was killed earlier today in a scene of tragedy at the Speedway when driver William Arnold lost control and went over the wall during his time trial qualifier, striking Mr. Jones with his vehicle. Mr. Jones died on impact. Milton Jones is survived by his wife Mallory and daughter Alice. Race officials have suggested cancelling the event, citing a lack of time to find a replacement judge. However, in a surprising twist, Harold Miller of Offenhauser has offered to have his team drop out of the race in order to take on Mr. Jones's duties. The race officials have accepted the proposal and the event will be continuing as scheduled. But now, our top story. Police are on the hunt for a group of killers the press has dubbed the Speedway Slayers, wanted in connection with the brutal gunning down of decorated officer Harvey Pullman. In addition, police now say they believe the group to be responsible for the string of disappearances that have been occurring around the motor speedway over the last several weeks. Although this group of villains' motives are unknown at this time, we have been given descriptions by police officials to release to our listeners. The police warn that under no circumstances should anyone spotting these killers attempt to approach them. They are to be considered armed, dangerous, utterly without remorse, and likely having ties to organized crime. Current witnesses describe one of them as a tall, unshaven white male of approximately 35 years of age with scruffy, mid-length brown hair and small, hateful eyes. One witness stated he was gruff, small-minded, and easily angered into bouts of frightening savagery. He was last seen wearing tan slacks, a white overshirt, and a poorly knotted blue tie. Police warn he may be mentally ill. Another man was described as a handsome, clean-shaven gentleman in his 30s with dark hair, last seen wearing a well-cut black suit and matching tie. Although described as well-spoken and calm by one witness, police warn he displays callous disregard for human life and is a probable psychopath that shows signs of having formal medical training. A third man is described only as white in his mid-20s, having short, light hair and being quiet. From witness reports of the shooting, police state he shows signs of extensive military training and that he was wounded in the attack. 2 women are also being sought by police, although officials say they're unclear as to the level of involvement of one of them, whom witnesses report did not take part of the shooting. Despite this, police state that she is definitely involved with the murderers. Although her role in their organization is not clear, her continued association with them suggests complicity. Police do not have a clear description of this woman at this time. The second woman, an apparent ringleader of the band, is described as approximately 20 years old and having a slim build with long curly dark hair. Witnesses state she appears wealthy, wearing well-tailored clothing and expensive jewelry. Finally, police are issuing a call to a fourth man, a known associate of the killers, but who was not present at the shooting. He is described as having a large mustache, wild black hair, and possibly being of Spanish or Mexican descent. Police stress this man is not suspected of wrongdoing in this matter, instead are urging him to come forward with any information he has regarding this band of murderers. Lastly, this is just a reminder that this broadcast is brought to you every day thanks to the fine folks at Buccaneer Cigarettes. Smooth, powerful, and full-flavored. Try Buccaneers today and see where the world takes you.
I proceed to violently make love to a cigarette.
So, I think we all need to do...
It then moves into some music.
Alright, so I think we all know now what we need to do.
We need to get tans and shave.
Yes, and we'll also need to burn Buccaneer cigarettes to the ground.
Okay,
happen to be
next
smoking
time we have a witness, what do we do with them?
Turn them over to the police.
No.
Yeah, I'm sure he was the only problem, not
Yeah.
the people who live in the area and saw you
Right.
shooting someone out their window.
How did they get me?
You've been seen with us a lot.
Want to go to the police station and ask?
They did invite you.
Yeah.
Totally not sketchy at all.
It's like when they send you a letter that says you've won a free boat in the police raffle
How
that you don't
well
remember
can
entering.
you lie, and how well can they assess honesty?
I'm gonna call up my lawyer.
So just a hypothetical.
Hypothetically.
Oh.
Hello, Peter Carlisle.
Hypothetically,
You should turn yourself in. Sorry, I was listening to the news. That's pretty clearly you. I've been your attorney for some time. I get a sense of these things.
I appreciate that they thought I was the ringleader.
You're ordering
You
them to do
dress
stuff.
down, and other people need to dress
now,
up.
what exactly should I expect?
Well, if they're putting out a call for witnesses, along with the description of criminals, I would guess that they're not actually planning to secretly arrest you. I could call the station and see if I can find out anything for you if you want.
We could shave you.
Alright, yeah, that would be nice, thanks.
Okay. He will hang up.
I'll go get a
Make
blonde
over
wig.
kids.
What do you guys do? It'll be a while before he gets back to you.
Well, we need a, I'd say somewhere maybe that we didn't walk into in front of a cop to take refuge besides here. And then I'm going to send the driver out for some wigs and shaving equipment.
Sure, you can spend a credit rating to get him to go do that.
And some poor person's dress. Probably mine.
Wherever we go to like you, random made person, give me your clothes.
So before we even worry about disguises,
But let's get somewhere safe first.
we need to know what we're going to do next after we get to someplace safe.
Wait, they said we should go somewhere. I forgot.
Well, we could go to
There's a
Victor
couple of places
Wolfgang
you could go.
Fortescue.
You could go and talk to Victor Wolfgang Fortescue, your contact with Ashwood Abbey from your uncle.
Sure.
You could investigate some of the other names of missing people on the list, including the librarian that went missing that had a question mark next to her name. You could go back to the Speedway and try and investigate what those weird holes dug all around the track were. Yeah.
I'd recommend against the Speedway because it's, very outdoor.
You could also go to Pullman's house, I guess, if you wanted to.
I like the idea of going to her contact.
Yeah.
Contact, librarian, well, disguises, contact, librarian, than Speedway holes.
I can pretend to be a librarian, I guess.
Now I'm going to assume we've had I assume that Donna never travels in a car that's licensed under her own name.
Probably not. I can't
Yeah.
imagine why she would.
Yeah.
Outside of like an emergency.
Yeah.
You know, you should tell your driver to like steal a taxi or something.
But yeah, we can always move around, hide around in that car until we get disguised.
The phone rings again.
Okay, pick it up.
Pick it up. Your lawyer will answer. Hello, is Mr. Carter there?
That would be me.
Yes, good. Listen, I called the station, see if I could ask around and see what I could get out of them. Apparently, there was some survivor of the attack. He's currently in custody as a suspect. But there were a bunch of witnesses who gave pretty decent descriptions of a number of people, those people you were associating with, I'm guessing. Apparently, there's also a make and model of car here. He gives the make and model of car. Was apparently seen at the scene. They have ballistic evidence from a rifle, a handgun, and a shotgun.
The handgun's mine.
The handgun is Brendan's, who
Did I
shot
ever
several
actually
people.
fire my gun?
You fired it once. I don't know if you hit anyone, though.
Oh, no, I wouldn't
Yeah.
have.
Did I shoot anyone?
No.
If I ever fired my gun, it was purely self-defense.
He says that whoever he was talking to, he managed to get in a bit sideways with him, and found out that they apparently recovered a bloody jacket at the scene, which has been
That
sent
one?
for further testing, and they refuse to elaborate on why. Probably the one that you were covering up all your blood with,
Yeah.
which then started phasing through you.
Maybe it phased through parts of itself at the same time.
Maybe.
Gravity
Alright,
defying
but if
jacket.
we want to perhaps get into the car, and the car can, it was, you would, the hardware guy, and the car was parked on the street. We might need to get a new car.
Apparently, the reason they were associated with you is because Pullman was investigating Oscar's disappearance and was talking to a bunch of homeless people that you guys were also talking to. So the homeless people remembered you being with them.
Oh, hey, question. Can a connection in any field of endeavor, could that include a dirty cop?
Possibly. Yep.
Could I spend a credit rating to have a dirty cop?
You'd have to make contact.
Okay.
You could spend a credit rating to know who one is.
Yeah. To have one that, could I spend a credit rating to have a personal connection in any field of endeavor? So one that already has established dealings with my family?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
It's like you just lean out on the wall, they pass by, it's like, hi! And they're like, ah!
You know that Sergeant Bilby of
Yeah.
the Vice Squad is notoriously corrupt.
Yeah. And he's probably involved in the murder.
He could be.
Okay.
If there's criminal goings on at the police station, he's probably involved in it in some capacity.
Yeah. But at
But
least
if
it'd
he's
be
notoriously corrupt,
Just
then
offer him a raise.
it's a bonus.
He's notoriously corrupt. The only reason he has not lost his position is he has a lot of dirt on other members of said police force. It's hard to get fired when you know your boss is having an affair.
may I suggest though, car disguises?
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright, just to make sure we're not going to be standing there arranging stuff when Trevor says, hey, the police have showed up. As he is wont to do.
I totally would do that.
Yeah.
Any of you have photography?
What?
Any of you have
I have no
photography?
photography.
No?
Alright, so I'm spending a credit rating
I don't think
for my
No one
driver
has
to go around
I
acquiring
will spend my 2
supplies for us,
that I
while
have
presumably while we're
standby
in the
with
car.
Okay, so you have a point of photography.
Yeah.
You're sending your driver out to buy disguise stuff?
Well, presumably we'll be in the car.
Sure.
Because the car is probably the safest place right now. But yeah, so I spent a credit rating to get the supplies, but I think she still needs to use... We only have one person who has points in disguise, though.
Okay. You could spend a credit rating to know a disguise guy.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'll make that... Can that be my credit rating spend?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you instead don't want to send a guy to do that.
Alright.
You will be undisguised during your trip to said guy, though.
We would have been undisguised to buying the supplies anyway.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have been going out to do that. You'd have been hiding inside while he did that.
Maybe I should go in.
Yeah, you can
have.
Yeah, you can disguise yourself and then...
Need a disguise, arguably. I'm just going into this tailor store.
You have a wanted poster too.
Yeah, the drawings of her and of
Him are
Billy
less-
over here
are less,
are
okay.
not great.
Well, I've erased that.
They'll only really recognize me if I'm with you two guys.
Yeah. It's mine that's vivid and detailed.
Yours, Brendan's, and hers are all
Shave and
fairly
get a
detailed.
haircut.
Yeah, they're easy.
Her drawing
Fix
is
that
pretty
stupid
vague.
tie.
His is not bad. It's not great, but mostly the note there is that he's noted to have been wounded in the attack. So if someone spots the bullet wound, they're gonna maybe notice.
So
You missed the fun radio broadcast that had descriptions of all of you.
There's wanted posters.
Yep.
There was one question.
You were described as having a callous disregard for human life.
They think you might be a sociopath.
Yep. They said psychopath. But
Psychopath,
yes.
yeah.
There was one question. There's a question I wanted to ask the lawyer before.
Because I killed a lot of people and it wasn't affected by it?
Kind of, yeah.
What should I say, if anything, if I do end up in their custody at some point?
You guys need to shave, clean
Tell
up.
them
You need to ditch
what
the
illegal
snooze
activities your associates were doing. Like, you
I've got
really
a
want to just
disguise
jettison
guy.
those guys as fast as you can, really.
Yeah, that's probably
I'm
why.
gonna quickly run out of
If there's a
credit
bus
Does
to
he
be
run the
had,
local
throw them
theater?
under it.
rating, probably.
As your attorney, I advise you to throw your friends under the bus.
Wow, you
You're
are a real
lawyer?
attorney.
as
He
the
is.
man with the gun, I suggest
You're not privy to
otherwise.
this conversation. You can only hear what he's saying into the phone. You don't hear the responses.
I'm smoking up a storm.
Anyway,
Alright, so will this guy's guy cover all of us or just me?
he can deal with any of you with the credit rating spend. It's just for a 1 point spend, he can deal with. You can know him. For another spend, you can have him disguise all.
Wow. So it'd be a 2 credit.
Yeah, but I mean, you've already spent one to know.
I could burn my credit.
Yeah, like anyone can burn.
Well,
It's just
a
like
credit's
paying for
called a
supplies.
personal taxes in any field of endeavor.
I mean, you could also threaten him and then just murder him. But I mean,
If I spend the credit to know him and then flatter him into doing it for us, because our family all knows you do such excellent work.
you can do that.
Never think of going to anyone else.
You could go to Pokey's joke shop and get him to do that.
Yeah. But yeah, maybe you just go in and get him. Get him up to the
Or you
car.
can go in like my dress or something.
All the guys turn the other way. Let's change it.
Anyway, or my jacket at
Does
least.
anyone have glasses?
Yeah, you know Pokey's joke shop,
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Mr. Pokey.
I go
You don't
in
know his
Mr.
first name, but he's great with costumes
I go in with
and makeup
her.
and whatnot.
He's wearing a scraggly jacket by some.
Hair up in a ponytail, someone else's glasses on.
I can't see where I'm going.
You could spend any number of things to get him to work for you.
Okay. And yeah, so I'll go in and find him and again.
Oh, hi there. Oh, hi, Miss Allegretti.
Yeah.
Wow. Subtle. How long
store's
have you been
empty.
in this business?
Long enough.
There's been
I'd
a
like to continue being in this business.
somewhat unfortunate incident. And
Yeah, I heard
I'm
about
having
that.
a little bit of difficulty getting around town at the moment. I'm hoping you might be able to help me with that situation.
Yeah, I could do that.
My family's
Requires some extensive makeup and costume.
yeah. You know, we know how like my family has always been
Is it,
so
is
pleased
it
with
just
their
you
work.
two?
Wouldn't have thought to go to anyone else. We have a few. We have a couple of friends in the car.
Oh no,
You know,
I'm
who'd also
not
retire.
involved.
Here. Assistants. Of course you're not.
You could spend a point of flattery and lie and claim that once you've cleared your name of this heinous, the falsified charge,
Yes,
you'll tell them
obviously.
all about the wonderful disguises and costume work.
It's like we would never
Isn't that
think of
something you
recommending
don't
anyone
want to
else. but
advertise?
you. We'd never think of recommending anybody else. But you.
He will do that, partly because he likes the idea and also because he doesn't want to get shot.
This is as good a motivation as any.
So you guys can get disguised. I will say Pokey can make a disguise check. He has +2 to this to disguise all of you. You can spend a credit rating to get better props used to add a further 2, so it would be +4. The difficulty of the check is 5.
Yeah, I would.
Is it a
Some
credit rating
credit rating
per
left.
person?
No, it's just 1.
She blew a lot of money.
I have so little credit rating left, and I need one of those to buy a cop.
At least.
At least one to buy a
You're the
cop.
next richest person here, aren't you?
Can I spend a point of bargain?
Does the guy we left his family, does his house have a protective detail on it?
You're not sure. You haven't gone to his house.
Could I spend a point of bargain?
You know he was arrested.
I do know that.
Bargain? Yeah, you can spend a point of that to do it.
Yeah, I'll take.
Sure.
Yeah.
He is rolling at +4, which means he cannot fail.
Yeah.
6.
Yes.
You have 10-point disguises.
Yeah.
You don't even recognize one another.
Okay, that is quite honestly.
You're a little worried when he gets out the laser, but
Lasers.
What is this? Sci-fi?
So yeah, you've
goatee.
changed from a skinny, scruff-looking guy into a little chubbier, older British guy with longer hair.
They all look like girls that wear man size.
And it is indistinguishable.
Can I turn into a sheet?
The things from Skyrim?
Yeah. Haven't you seen the thing where it's like, yeah, one time I asked a guy what his name was, and then for like 15 minutes he sat in front of me morphing faces into races. I've seen some shit, man. I've seen some shit.
Now I look like I'm either debating between Billy D. Williams, Tommy Lee Jones, or Aaron Eckhart.
I kind of like the idea that if you hadn't made the check, I was going to have it be that you look like Tim, and he looks like you, and he looks like you, look like her. That you all just look like one another, and you're like, you want to maybe have another go at this? I think you missed the point.
Donna's probably blonde.
Alright, so you're at Pokey's Joke Shop. He has red paint if you want to get some of that.
And makeup.
I already acquired a can of it.
Oh, that's true, yeah. I legitimately acquired can of paint. I'm sure that guy will keep his word about not calling the police, too. Not that it's as relevant now.
I can only hope.
Yeah, so this guy's a plastic surgeon as well as a joke shop owner?
He's not actually a plastic surgeon.
He's a backdoor surgeon.
Guys' days.
Freddie Mercury.
Yes.
Before his time.
So what do you guys want to do? You could go to Victor Wolfgang Fortescue's house, Ashwood Abbey contact us. You could investigate around the Speedway. Now that you're disguised, you're not going to get recognized if you go over there.
I think we should check the contacts first.
What time of day is it?
Probably just afternoon.
Yeah, so,
Mask does Victor Wolfgang Fortescue.
Yeah.
Sure. You know he lives in a palatial estate outside of town.
Yeah, like that. Go there to cool our jets.
Sure.
yeah.
See if he'd mind switching cars for a while.
Also, the bad guy is now going to be like the
Wait,
Well, I just got disguised, and now I'm going to go and convince him that I'm
Victor
Polly's
Wolfgang
niece.
Fortescue. Only Donna knows anything about him. He's a member of Ashwood Abbey. He was a friend of Polly's. That's all you know about him.
Right.
He's
Your
probably an
disguise is
insane rich
probably
hunter.
going to put a damper on
Oh,
it.
he doesn't
Yeah.
know her.
No, but it
He's
will
never
be like,
met her.
now if they start actually looking for Donna Wentworth. then-
As you head back out to the parking lot, you see your driver is changing your license plate.
Good man. Good man.
diligent.
Hey, I only
As you walk
hire
up,
the
he
best.
salutes you with a screwdriver.
Thank you.
He tosses it in a box in the back, which has like 12 license plates in it.
I only hire the best.
Hey, one of these
I
are
only
mine.
hire what you can afford.
He puts Daniel to your eyes an invisible dot on it. It's a red dot, possibly indicating that this is a possibly compromised plate.
Okay.
I
So
appreciate
we're
that we have
going
the
to
system.
Victor. I want to save you, Bandage.
Yes.
Alright. You can head out of Indianapolis proper and out into the quite large area of countryside. Nice rolling grasslands everywhere. Eventually the wheat fields and crop fields give way to just regular old lawns with fancy trees. Several of them are not trees native to this area. There's a very large wrought iron fence all the way around a enormous property. Turning off of the road and up to a gate, you can see a large manor in the distance up a winding street.
Looks safe.
There's a gentleman at the gate. He's like, evening.
Presumably it'll be the driver who's talking to him. She gets in front of the car.
The driver turns around and says, what am I actually saying to this guy?
Yeah. Just explain that we're here to see Victor Wolfgang Fortescue regarding
Old associate of his.
yes.
What associate would that be?
Polly ready?
Just let me phone ahead for you. He
Are
picks
we
up
about
a
to get
radio.
shot from like the...
Maybe. You don't know.
Polly?
It might happen.
Yeah.
I think he's going to just start
Only, what did Polly's notebook say about this guy other than that he works with Ashwood Abbey?
Almost nothing. Just that he's the one he heard about the disappearances in Indianapolis from.
Yeah.
And then apparently they were decent friends.
Okay.
Apparently
So-
he didn't bother to write in his diary like a physical description or anything like that.
So,
Weird.
there's a, decent chance we could be walking into a bad situation, but I mean, given our track record.
The guard is talking on the phone for a little while. Looks over at you a couple of times. Carries on talking. starting to get maybe a little bit nervous. When Quickstep says, "Oh yeah, go on right on through there."
Thanks.
Yeah, opens the gate for you.
Yeah.
Into that moment where I run out of smokes.
Does anyone have assess honesty?
I would say I'll spend assess honesty.
You don't have to spend anything.
Okay.
He doesn't seem to be. It doesn't seem to be a plot to kill you.
That's a step in the right direction.
Or at least if it is, this guy's unaware of it.
He'd already handed me a cigarette, so I take the second one and smoke both.
Drive into the.
You got Buccaneer cigarettes. They're the only ones that don't have red on the packaging.
Signal to our driver to
Sure.
take us in.
He'll head up the front drive all the way along. You can actually see a couple of people in fairly nice suits wandering around the grounds. They're clearly armed. They have Tommy guns.
You mean your house doesn't have suited gentlemen carrying Tommy guns wandering around the garden?
Exactly. There are also a number of peacocks that at one point run across the road in front of your car, and you have to wait for them.
Flies on your hood, focus on it, takes a little fly.
Buys those? Really?
People who like pretty birds.
Yes, but they only have regular peacocks. Ours are albino.
That's be ugly as shit.
They are. They really are.
Oh,
That was a joke. We don't have albino
we bought 50
peacocks.
peacocks. We only bought female ones. We have fucked up badly.
They're not even
We
the
just
ones
have a
with
bunch
the
of things that
feathers.
look kind of like chickens. They're actually quite uninteresting.
The male peacocks are pretty cool.
I feel we were taken for a ride. Anyway, eventually you come up to the main house itself. A pair of besuited and heavily armed gentlemen open the door for you. Inside, just inside the front entryway, you can see a immaculately well-dressed gentleman with an enormous handlebar mustache. Says, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, one and all. Victor Wolfgang Fortescue. Stew, was it? He points at the richest-looking person in the group.
I am disguised, but
A friend of Polly's, you said, yes?
Niece, actually.
Oh, really? How is the old bastard?
I'm afraid to say he has no longer with us.
Oh, did he go on safari?
No, he vacated the
He has a
premise.
big smile.
He what? How do I
Died.
put this nicely? I'm trying to make a reference to
Oh,
Ashwood.
blimey, what got him in the end?
I'm trying to
Is it heart disease?
one of the
Some kind of.
Is it a lion?
something that he was
Apparently,
looking
it was some kind of.
Deep one?
something he learned about through Ashwood Abbey.
Oh, yes, indeed. Capital business, that, yes, yes. Was it a deep one what got him?
Yes.
Actually, not. What were the things in? What were the things called?
Shamvi Junpao.
She will attempt to repeat that name.
Sure. Oh, those bastards, yes, things in the Chicago tunnels. Yes, got one of those a few months ago.
Yes, I wish you got a few more. I can't say I'm very fond of them myself.
One of them nearly took my arm, though. Surprisingly quick for such fat bastards.
Yeah, I know, right? No kidding. They were just disgusting.
Mine one.
Actually, it was
Haven't heard of those ones. Are they good shooting?
They're hard to find.
Even better, rarity.
actually
They're hard
we're
to see, quite literally.
Yeah.
I've
That's less fun. That's a challenge to it, though.
I've
I'm
actually
sure the old 600 could get through him, no problem, though. You assume he
That's a
means a
gun.
600 Nitro Express, which is an elephant gun.
I've actually come here following one of my uncle's quests, shall we say? Yeah, and he's
Oh, the missing
he said
people,
that he
yes,
learned
around
about
this
you.
Speedway one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Some invisible, intangible ghost thing. Can't shoot it, what's the point, frankly?
You can see it
Like
with
the
a
things
black
you've
and white
been asked to
camera.
do a movie.
Well, yes, I know that, but what's the point? It's like a ghost. You shoot it, the bullet just goes right through it. There's nothing to be had there.
Yeah.
Turns people into zombies, wandering around doing its bidding. Keep out of that nonsense myself. I'm sure it'll move along eventually.
How much do you know about this?
Oh, bits here and there.
Zombies, you say?
Have you ever tried loading rock salt into shotgun shells?
Tried that once, nearly cost me a leg.
What about,
Turns out ghosts don't actually give a shit.
do you know anything about a purple powder?
Purple powder. What kind of purple powder?
A kind of powder you supposedly sprinkle on invisible things to make it visible.
I think I had a friend back in Prague who had something like that. He's using it to hunt spirits. I don't remember how he made it, though. I think he called it powder of Iban something.
Really?
Yeah. Supposedly made of ground up mummies.
That's a rare
Can I
supply.
spend a assess?
Oh, bloody hell, no. They use them to make paint, girl. That's not even a
That's
lie.
actually true.
They used ground up mummies to make paint.
They did some exceptionally.
Because they wanted that specific shade of brown, which is such a difficult shade to get, apparently.
Really?
Yeah.
Ew.
So we could go back to the hardware store and just get a bucket of brown paint.
It's not so common now.
You need to look
That's
up,
more the 1800s.
You need to look up what an unwrapping party is.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
they used to literally.
in the setting.
Rich people just bought a mummy and
Yep.
total disregard for
Yep.
any. Oh, just
Well, they're foreigners. They're not people.
And they're dead, so.
Exactly. It's not like they're using that corpse anymore.
Okay.
Anyway, come in, please. Do you fancy a drink?
can I spend assess honesty to see how genuine this guy's attitude seems to be?
Very.
This man is very genuine, and you're pretty sure insane.
Yeah. Okay. Basically what I was expecting.
He seems to know a lot, and that doesn't seem to have done great things to his mind.
So yeah, follow him in, and I'm gonna leave the actual interrogating him with the other people because I'm really bad at that.
As he approaches the doorway, he stops for a moment, then very deliberately goes through it with his left foot first.
Oh, it's
I will also go through left
Reasonable
foot
one.
first.
for left foot first.
What now?
Through the door. Left foot first.
I don't follow. You have
Not
a
aware
sense?
of it.
I don't know. Do you?
No, you don't.
No, don't.
Anyone who does, he has no idea what the fuck you're talking about. He doesn't seem to have realized he did that.
Insane.
I'm gonna do it.
Whatever it is, I think we should follow when in Rome.
You know the name of the bat creature?
Bat creature? What sort of bat creature? There's a number of bat creatures. There's the
size of a
Chiropteran man from South America. I've never bagged one of those
Anything
myself.
local?
Size of a freight train, summoned using a live sacrifice.
Nearly everything summoned by a sacrifice.
It's hurt by darkness.
by
Yes.
light.
Hurt
By light.
I don't know anything that's hurt by
mean,
light. Hurt by light. A couple of things like that. That Shambi things, those from Chicago, they don't like the light. There's hunting horrors, of course, whisperers in the darkness, they do that. Big sons of bitches,
Something with
flying
scales.
snake things.
Something with scales that, when exposed to light, are evaporate.
Yeah, whisperers in the darkness. Big, giant snake things flying around through the sky. Shapeshifters, you know. They look like damn near anything. They like to be flying snakes for some reason, though. Biting the shit out of you. One of them carried away one of my associates' cars once. Poor bastard. He was never the same
I
after
gave him
that.
my business.
And I don't just mean the missing limbs.
We're talking about the same creature that that bolts flatten on, right?
Oh yeah, heavily armored sons of bitches, those.
Yeah, were you able to take one down?
Oh, not myself, no. My associate, he recommended the elephant rifle for that. I've never had the pleasure personally.
Could we buy one from you?
Supposedly they're somewhat rare.
Could I buy an elephant rifle from you?
Sure, I don't see why not.
Alright.
You want to spend a credit already?
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll give you a rifle. He actually just takes one off a rack in the kitchen. There's a couple of other ones here and there throughout the house.
There's like a name.
There appears to be one in every room.
Smart contingencies. I like the way you think.
Do you want the 600 or do you want the 2-bore shotgun?
The 600, yes?
The 600 is a rifle. The 2-bore is a shotgun. You are aware of gauges of shotguns. The lower the gauge, the larger the barrel.
Yep.
12 gauge is typical. 20 gauge is a much smaller gun. 10 gauge is bigger. He suggested a 2-gauge shotgun.
But what kills? What's the best thing to kill the whispering ones?
Oh, you want something like a rifle for that? You want a solid punch right through there?
Yeah, I'll take the elephant rifle.
Sure.
Okay.
You have a Holland 600 Nitro Express.
How much for that?
The 2-bore shotgun?
Yes. The
that'd
2
be-
gauge.
That'd be a credit rating spend.
I will spend that happily.
Sure. You can have a terrifying
So
shotgun.
Do you have
I
anything
have
that wards off your evil spirits?
Oh, I've never trucked with that occultism nonsense.
So I have the 600 nitro, and then the 45.
I want to be knocked on my ass. Right?
Some of them
already.
swear by those weird little star-pendant things. Never found them to do much good.
Star pendants?
Yeah, little star thing, got a little burny eye in the middle of them.
Okay.
Suppose they're supposed to ward things away. Nonsense, in my opinion.
You know, but I
Associate of mine had one. The big slurmy thing just slurped over him, dissolved him anyway. Not sure what that was. Didn't seem to care about shooting it though. Had to blow the sucker up with dynamite. Didn't even get a trophy out of it. Bloody waste of a weekend.
Do you know of any local cults operating in the area that might be trying to summon?
Cults never did pay much attention to cults. You know,
Yeah, but they summon monsters all the time.
police get real uppity when you start shooting people.
What about that name on the radio? The guy who just recently became the raceway.
Indy 500.
Yeah, I know.
Harold Miller.
Yeah, I think so.
Hey, he makes race engines. I've got a few of his products myself. Fine, good sports vehicles, those.
Have you ever taken a look at the
Never actually
engines?
fast cars.
Bloody hell no, I have people for that.
Yeah.
Would you mind actually if we had a brief look at them? We have reason to believe he may have.
I suppose so. Don't nick the paint, though.
Oh, absolutely. My driver is the
supposedly
best. He would
probably
never do
some
that.
monsters in the Indy 500. Do you know any of them?
Yeah, the ghost things. Yeah, you mentioned those.
Yeah,
No,
he's
no,
the one
others.
who sent
Other
the.
than that.
Yeah, not that I've heard of.
Let's go check out the cars.
But
Sure. You can take a look at his cars. They appear to be normal cars.
the engines, they don't show any signs.
You don't
of-
see any weird occultist nonsense.
Jeffrey, would you like one of the ultra powerful rifles as the other person with firearms in this group?
You have to make an athletics test after firing it to remain standing.
Well, I do have 18 athletics.
I'll give you a hit. The 2-bore, there's no test. You fall on your ass.
Well, I'm looking at the cars though.
Your best case scenario is that you spin like a weather vane in a hurricane.
So yes, would you like one?
Yeah, sure. I'll get the elephant rifle.
All right,
Sure.
I will purchase one for him.
Don, while they're looking at the cars, Don will just stay in the.
I want to fire this thing and it cracks my
Sorry, what?
ribs.
While they're looking at the cars, Don's just gonna stay. She doesn't look at cars.
Did you want to see the trophy
It fires
room?
into your shoulder so
Oh,
hard that
certainly.
you spin.
I'm gonna have
and
to
you
roll a
slam
few
yourself in
The
sanity checks.
special trophy room, as it were.
I'm gonna have to roll a few stability rating checks, aren't I?
Could be.
Yeah, let's have a look at the trophy room.
Sure, he'll take you through a secret door in a study. It leads into a small room. You can see there's a large, scaly green arm with claws and like webbed fingers. Appears to have been preserved in some sort of plastic material. It's mounted on a stand. There's the arm of a deep one. Got that one on Innsmouth some years back during the FBI raid. I was part of that, you know. Cost a pretty penny to get part of an FBI raid when you're not a cop, I can tell you
FBI
that.
can be unreasonably expensive.
I know. Oh,
have
police.
some money?
So difficult to buy off.
Oh, by the way, do you
Oh,
have
bloody hell no.
My faith in the police is diminishing with every minute.
Over here, that there's a ghoul. Don't let the apparent human face fool you. The big long teeth in there. You can see it's got very long needle-like teeth. They can eat human flesh, devour their brains, gain their knowledge, as it were. Rough bastards. Then there's this one over here. He points at a very familiar-looking head. You can give me a stability check.
It's gonna be one of those. Yeah. Oh, one!
It doesn't help that he actually takes it off of the wall and holds it up in front of you abruptly without you expecting
As if it's
it.
his own head.
How many did I lose?
Just one. Unfortunate traumatic memories. Yeah, that's the head of one of those cow freak monsters.
Should he also
that's
He's not there.
Oh,
She's
God.
the only one in the trophy room.
Yes. You can see it has a big burn on one side of its face. It says, yes, that was tried to drag it out of the tunnel first when the sun got a hit of it. Damaged it a bit, but yeah, still presentable nonetheless.
That's nice. All the ones that we killed dissolved.
Oh, bloody unfortunate.
We mostly killed them by collapsing a roof in and then burning the shit out of them.
No, that's not going to get any trophy, that.
No,
It's
but
terrible,
it
yeah.
did get me out alive. So
Alive. That's not really living.
this was my first time encountering anything like this. So
The first time's always a bit rough, I don't mind saying so. Double entendre.
she will keep following him through the trophy room.
Now you're walking around in it. There's a large fang. It's about the size of your forearm. Not actually sure what that one was. Tried to take my boat down. Wound up having to flood the whole place with dynamite to shoo the little bastard away. He'll lead you on a bizarre escapade for a number of horrifying things.
That's hilarious and
I want
wonderful.
something that wards
I
off
like
your
this guy.
Tried to take the old punt down with it, but got him in the end there. Not sure if it survived or not, but I'll have to track that one down eventually the next time I'm in the Okanagan. Anyway, so you guys have examined a car, determined it does not appear to be special.
So while we're here and getting to know and talk to him, I'm going to see if I can negotiate refuge, as it were, for my fellow monster hunters and I while we're in town trying to clear up this nonsense. With
Yeah, well, I suppose hospitality Stay by all means, stay a few days.
Oh, thank
Any
you.
friend of
Our-
Polly's is a friend of mine.
Our hotel rooms have been compromised. Expensive hotel room. Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah, I guess when we meet up again, Donna will inform the group that we have a place to stay.
you can find them poking around in the other works. There are a lot of cars in this garage.
he have a
There's like
fire
15 of them. Yeah. It's called his backyard.
Oh my god, I am probably in mechanic heaven right now.
Don't screw with the
Most of
car.
them are sports cars. Some of them look like off-road vehicles, Jeep armored vehicles, stuff like that.
He's left fingerprints on everything.
There's something under a tarp.
Is it a truck with a belt
It's a
and machine
tank.
gun?
How does this son of a bitch have a tank?
Well, he's hunting.
Money. That's how.
I'm able to identify what kind of
It's a tank.
It is a World War I era tank.
Oh,
Looks all shiny and polished.
Abrams?
Look at. Oh, that's been a minute yet. It is your old, crappy style, big wheelie rolly tank that falls in ditches and falls over all the time in comical World War footage.
Does he have a truck with a belt-fed machine gun mounted to it?
No.
Yes.
He does own a Browning automatic rifle, which is a machine gun. Wow. It's not mounted on his car, though. You can see his Jeep has a mount for it.
I'd like to ask, well, where'd you get that?
There's also a trailer with a boat on it. It's like a small rowboat, but there's an enormous gun barrel that runs the length of the entire thing. You recognize it's a punt gun. It's basically an enormous shotgun mounted on a boat that's designed for shooting like 50 birds at once.
It's beautiful.
They were outlawed in about somewhere in the 1900s, I think.
I'd like to ask where you got the machine gun.
Oh, the army, obviously.
Who do you know?
Yeah, that was back in Germany. They're rather hurting after the war effort, as it were. They'll sell all sorts of stuff to anyone with cash.
Look, this was obviously a dead end. We have
Same place I got the tank. Shame it doesn't work yet. Haven't got it fixed yet.
is there anything?
It's hard to find a tank mechanic in this country.
Do you have anything, any game within your grounds?
Not anymore.
Just thought it'd be wise to ask that for you staying here.
Are there any armaments on the tank, or is it just like a...
It's got a giant fucking gun on it. A couple of pencil-mounted machine guns.
Okay. Hey, I was a member of the army who was ridden in a tank. I got to talk with my associate with a friend, and apparently my friend is really good with mechanical auto repair, and he's been helping out with the Indianapolis with a car in the Indianapolis. I cannot pronounce that word right for some reason. I was wondering if you want.
It's fine. You could just say that city full of pores.
so all of them.
Oh, but hell yes. You've been there. They're all filthy.
Fifth
I
credit
was
rating
wondering if you
lower
wanted
than
us to take a look at that tank for you.
Oh, I don't know. Out of character, I'm going to ask you, do you actually think you're going to be able to drive a tank down the street without getting arrested?
No. No.
Whoa.
If you make a reassurance spend and he makes a repair test, you can fix the tank.
But we don't
It's not
need
that-
a tank.
We won't get arrested. We'll just murder
If this-
a lot of
suddenly his
people
house
and
is
go
on
insane.
purpose.
As someone who is a police officer, I don't want a lot of cops to die,
Surprisingly
even if they are dirty, dirty cops.
You are a dirty, dirty cop.
Not that dirty.
We could still.
He's a tarnished cop.
You know what we could do though? We could
Nowhere near as
repair
dirty
it.
as the one we killed.
Hey, and whenever he decides he needs a little extra income, then he becomes a dirty cop.
Over my dead body.
You know,
You're
as a
right.
favor.
Could be sued. We don't know. Again, I would like
Irony
some
was
kind of treatment
intended.
for warding off evil spirits, because I think that would be nice.
He doesn't believe in it. I kind of got the impression he thinks that boarding on
He doesn't really seem to believe in that oogie boogie woogie woogie stuff.
Fair.
He believes in guns. And if that doesn't work, more guns.
So how the hell am I going to hide this rifle?
Good question.
In a guitar case.
It's longer than you are tall.
In a
Yeah, that
cello
won't fit under the
case.
bench seat.
It also doesn't really seem to disassemble.
So basically, we're putting these in the trunk.
Can I have a fishing rod?
They almost fit.
Can I have like a fishing rod case?
Like a bag that you put a fishing rod in. Yeah, you can put it in that.
I'll put it. I'll see if I can get one of those.
Still a big, huge stick in a bag.
fishing in
Golf club
Indianapolis.
Yeah, gives you one to
Bunch
put it in.
golf clubs.
Unfortunately, it says Holland and Holland 600 Express on the side of it.
It's stitched in.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take some time to start. typing about
You
it.
need like
Why are you ruining it, boy?
you need a
I don't think the police will take kindly to me walking around with
Just buy them off. Also, it's 1932. They don't care.
Well, I will not be ruining the case.
They care if you point it at someone.
I will be carrying it around my back at all times.
I'm getting ready to go on safari.
Safari. Yes, I remember a time back in what I believe it was, hiking over to the mud flats. Guy had got eaten by I'm not even really sure what it was, honestly. Some sort of flying bug thing. Hollowed his skull out, pulled his brain out. Nasty business. And I just buggered off before I could even shoot it. Damn impolite of it. Left me stranded in a blistering wasteland for 5 days.
I wonder if we leave him
Yeah.
toss it.
Probably.
Oh, what do we want to do next?
Investigate. We have more leads.
The racetrack?
No, we have
Very
another
impressed.
lead.
How
It's
is
the,
your heart still beating?
Exercise? I don't
That
know.
seems like more of a poetic question than an actual one. The thrill of the hunt, good sir.
My heart beats only for the hunt.
Good job.
Also, financial management. It also beats for that. His only investigative ability is accounting and credit rating.
Nice. That's all you need.
He's got the most important one.
If you're curious, he has a credit rating of 9.
Nice. Nice.
So now that we have this out of the way, shall we look into the librarian?
Oh yeah, that was our next peaceful.
hold on.
It is now late afternoon since
I
you've come
still
out
want
here.
to repair the tank, even if we're not going to use it. I'm still be in his good graces because of it.
Yeah.
Someone could spend reassurance to convince him that you're qualified to repair a tank, and then you can make the mechanical.
How many points you still got?
All
How many is that?
mechanical repair of 10 so
Okay.
far.
But you have an electrical repair.
Electrical repair 10.
Sure. Spend reassurance.
Sure.
How much
sure
do you
bet.
have?
Huh?
How much do you have in reassurance?
3 left.
Okay, same as mine.
It is a difficulty 7 electrical repair test to fix a tank, as the electrical is what's broken on it.
Spend 5.
In electrical repair.
Yep.
Okay.
Spend 5 at the minimum.
I have to get at least 7.
Spend 6. When are you ever gonna roll?
Spend 5 at the minimum. 6 recommended.
6. I'm going to spend 6.
You succeed.
You did it.
Yeah, you,
And it's good thing you spent 6. You exactly succeed. You have repaired a tank.
dude.
Good job.
Yeah,
That way,
that's
if we do get into trouble, we can have someone to come and save us.
May I
Look,
suggest
buddy, I
that
He immediately gets in the tank and begins driving it around his lawn.
may I suggest that
You probably won't see him again for an hour or 2.
yeah. May I suggest that since it's late afternoon, we may want to wait to head
He
out
drives
before
over one of his other
morning.
cars.
The
Why did you give him a functioning
nighttime
tank?
outside car.
I'm sure this won't have any bad repercussions at all.
library.
Well, maybe not to us, but definitely to the townspeople.
How often do you get
guys,
to...
we still need to go to the raceway at night to check out the pits.
It's coming on evening now.
It doesn't have to be at night.
You can
Yeah,
also
let's not do it at night.
Let's
You
not
could-
do it at night.
you could also take this moment. This is certainly a safe haven
Yeah.
that you could
yeah.
spend to refresh general ability
That would
pools.
be good. I think. Yeah.
Sure.
You can do the 1 hour quick rest here. You can refresh up to any 3 general ability pools, not counting health, stability, and sanity.
Okay, so I can just recover electrical repair.
You wanted to, yeah.
That's the only one I
Wait, so sorry, what did you say?
Any 3 general abilities you can refresh to full, not counting health, stability, or sanity,
I wouldn't have
which are
considered those
technically
three,
general
yeah.
abilities.
Really?
I get
Yeah.
all my
They're
sense
bought
trouble
as now.
back.
Oh.
Yeah, you get sense trouble back.
Yeah, I got
Am I gonna be able to reacquire explosives?
Possibly. There's a guy here who mentioned having thrown dynamite at a number of things.
Yeah. He could probably give you some tips or pointers that would count towards that.
No, for refreshing my explosives.
You could buy explosives from him.
Okay.
Bryce knows he certainly has an abundance of them.
Yep, I will do so.
Would he have landmines? Yeah, he'd have landmines.
Scatters explosives.
I would like
candy.
a couple grenades.
Sure.
How much will that run me?
Do you want to spend 1 credit rating or 2?
How much will 2 get me?
2 will get you a duffel bag of grenades.
That's
I
too
want.
many.
I'll spend 1.
Okay. He'll give you a couple of them.
Yeah. Okay.
Is,
If you spent 2, I was just going to have him go, sure, and just throw a bag of grenades at you.
Which gives you a heart attack at first.
Immediate stability check. Ah!
3 pins fall out of the bag.
Don't worry, I'm pretty sure those were already out. That said, I'm just going to stand behind this wall for a minute.
Don't mind me.
Do you have a bomb shelter?
Before we rest, what's your stability at?
Mine?
It's called a house.
My stability is at 10.
No, he does not have one.
Anybody's stability below 0, or below max.
You could refresh cycle.
Mine is
Mine's 2 down.
mine is 4 down.
I'm gonna work on you. I'm gonna try and work on him before we do the rest.
8 out of 12.
So it's a 4 or better, yes?
Yeah, you don't have a lot of journal that is.
Is it a 4 or better, or
Huh? For what?
for the psychoanalysis?
Yeah, 4 or better for you.
I did it.
Yay.
It's 1 for 2, yes? Or, so I will spend both on you.
Okay.
And get it all refreshed.
I'm alright from seeing him go. Go for a little bit more stability.
You could ask your resident
General
psychiatrist.
points. Every, like, when we finished the one-off, we got 2 build points. When they finished the story before we got here, we got 2 build points.
Hey, would you like to say some comforting words?
I don't think
Did you refresh psychoanalysis? I hope you did.
I did. I want to die. I spent all of them. Oh my god. Sure, I'll say some comforting words. I will have to roll a
Yep, yours is only difficulty 3.
By the way, I still have 8 first aid. How much do you have?
6.
Yep.
Jeffrey?
How many are you?
I'm at full. 8, maximum 12.
Yeah. Okay. So 2.
So we're definitely still covered.
I would also like some help with my stability.
How much do you have to?
I'm only 4 down.
Hey, I did
Yeah, I'm not going to make you keep rolling over
I
and
helped
over
you do
again.
your job, okay? I helped him.
Okay, so did you need help too?
No, I'm good.
Okay, how many do you need?
I need to heal 4, so you just got to spend 2.
Okay, 2 it is.
You'd almost
need
think
some
it was
too?
stressful getting shot at on a regular basis.
And nearly falling
What, was
through
it stressful? I mean, like...
I mean, whether it's
Well,
been an
like
hour.
Trevor,
I have
like,
some-
I just shot a few people in the face.
Hey Daniel, can you make me a sense trouble test?
Fuck. I burned 2. 8.
There's you notice just out of the corner of your eye, through one of the walls, a weird swirling mass of color goes through one wall, approaches Carter, and then drifts sideways through another wall, like a ghost.
Purple powder.
Yeah, you can make me a
Athletics?
probably athletics. I would say it's difficulty 6 to react in time to throw it at him.
I'll burn 3.
Sure.
6.
6 exactly. All right. You whip a handful of powder at the mass that you can see. The rest of you can all see a weird mass of floating color that has just appeared and is swirling around. Everybody can give me a stability test.
Yay! What a sight to
Should I spend stability on this one?
5.
Up to you.
3.
I'm going to spend 2 stability. Okay, 8.
I rolled 5.
I rolled 3.
All right. You two can each lose 5.
Holy shit.
Hades.
I'll heal you if you heal me.
Yeah.
You have a slightly more pressing concern right now.
We should inform the
As
guy.
it does not apparently like having something thrown at it.
Well, we got
It is now clearly visible to all of you, and it is going to attack one of you.
Even
Oh, who will
is
attack?
Victor with us?
It's going to attack Amber.
Is Victor with us?
Actually, it's going to attack you because you threw that at it. Victor is rolling around the backyard in his tank.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we rested for an hour, so he's done for an hour. Something here you
Can we say I've been checking out my elephant
he
rifle at the
probably
time?
just
Sure, you can have
as
whatever.
well. We don't get him too involved.
See how well
We
that
want him
goes.
involved enough that he's going to give
It's
us
gonna
refuge,
attack you
but
there,
not
Jeff.
so involved
It
that
will
he's...
spend 2 points.
These things
it
seem
is
to
going
be
to hit you.
following us. They're not just at the racetrack now.
You just feel an overwhelming wash of heat, like your arm starts flaking, burning, as though you've like stuck it in the sun for several hours, and you take 4 points of damage. You're not sure what it did, but it's like someone's like holding a blowtorch to your arm.
2 gauge.
And it hurts like a
Now,
bastard.
the book said that these things granted inspiration and But it was written by crazy cultists,
That's
so
Yep.
okay.
They also appear to be able to set you on fire, which is what it's currently doing. You can give me another stability test
Didn't
instead.
they like refer to them as
6.
All right. Yeah, that hurt.
Can I fire by 2 gauge?
You certainly can.
Can I get it through when I see him pull that thing?
Yeah. You can run away if you want.
I'm just gonna
gonna
get on the
burn-
other side of the wall's not gonna stop that shot.
The wall would not stop whatever he's shooting, no.
I
gonna get
guess
right through
I'll
that
just
I'm gonna burn 2 points in firearms.
stay right where I am because I'm
5.
just
5. Your shot blasts straight through the middle of it, appears to do absolutely nothing, goes through the wall on the other side, through the next wall of the kitchen, out the backyard where it splinters into a tree. You can make me an athletics test.
This is gonna be expensive.
You spin around a full 360 degrees and stumble a fair bit as
Land
the
into a couch.
gun emits a terrifyingly loud explosion and fires what is essentially a cannonball out of it. If you're curious, if you fire slugs out of this, they are half-pound slugs.
Wow.
The gun is not of sufficient weight to absorb this recoil at all. Your shoulder is quite horribly bruised. You're filled with a deep desire to never fire this gun again.
I'm not looking forward to
What are
explaining
the rest
this
of you
to
doing?
our delightful host.
Well, I guess did that do anything?
No.
I know.
Didn't appear to.
Run away!
Red.
Wait, try red stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've got marbles.
Throw a marble at
Want to
it.
throw marbles at it?
Out of desperation,
Sure.
I'm gonna get attacked by a thing for throwing a marble at it.
Give me either athletics or weapons to throw marbles at.
I will spend 2, I guess, to
If this
throw
actually hurts, that'd be amazing.
some
Could I find a
marbles at
black
it.
light in this?
Not in this day and
4.
age, no.
Did I
You can throw a
successfully?
marble at it, it goes right through it and does
Yeah, it's
nothing.
kind of what I expected.
Hits the
Start.
wall, goes out the hole made by the shotgun
Now,
blast.
the
and
marble
rolls into
was
the
painted
kitchen.
red.
The marble was
It
red.
does nothing.
Yep.
Or
Okay.
at least it doesn't appear to do
Bye.
anything.
I'm just like backing away as
So,
We have no way to deal with
black
these
light
right now.
doesn't exist.
No, I wouldn't think so.
Daylight doesn't seem to
Anyway,
affect these.
No,
you two have
it's
done
not
stuff.
about.
Yeah.
What are the rest of you doing?
I'm just gonna run.
Yeah.
Running?
I'm
Feeling
running
right.
outside to the guy in the tank. Mr.
Yeah,
Sure.
no, I'm running with them.
I'm bring stuff.
Yeah, it's hard to escape this.
Okay, well, you guys can make an athletics check, those of you that are running away from it.
You mean fleeing?
Can
Fleeing
I run
also works.
and
I'll have to
throw a
wait till
marble at
next
it?
Yeah.
turn to flee.
Okay.
You cannot, Captain spun around in a circle.
I'm gonna spend 2 more athletics.
Fleeing.
That's 7.
7, yeah.
4.
4, yeah. You can get a 8.
3.
3. Everyone else gets through the door, and you get sort of 3 stooged at the door, bounce backwards into the room. You're standing there, confused and unclear what you're doing. It's going to attack you again, eh? It is going to
Alright.
spend 2 again. It is going to hit you for 6 points of damage
Alright.
as your
Nice
face
knowing you.
starts blackening and burning horribly. You can feel your skin starting to peel off.
Well, you don't need
Beg for
disguise
forgiveness.
anymore.
Also, you have a blinding headache,
Daniel, beg for forgiveness.
You don't need.
Not at this point.
and you can make me a stability test.
Swear to
Swear
fealty
fealty.
to. That's what I was looking for. Thank you. Swear fealty to it.
3.
3, eh? Let me see your sheet. It's
what
doing
they
other
say.
horrible things to you. Alrighty.
Oh.
We don't have to worry about disguising him anymore.
You can lose a point of assess honesty and gain 2 points in firearms. Your head really hurts. It feels like something's burning your brain.
Rewiring you from the inside.
Meanwhile, you two are still in the room.
Try the powder.
Oh, quiet ones. We.
Yeah.
It might hurt it. It obviously didn't like it. Oh, quiet ones, we beseech thee, don't murder us. Bye. Run.
No, I'm pretty
Okay, thanks,
sure
bye.
at this point I'm just stuck there staring at the colors.
No,
Give me
do
a stability
something.
test. You are not stuck there staring at colors.
You either run or
Powder.
throw the powder at it.
Powder.
You are confused, perhaps.
I am running, by the way.
I'm
I
gonna
still make
sprinkle
athletics? No.
There's no one
powder.
else to compete with, so you can get
I'm
it.
gonna sprinkle powder on my fist and try to punch it.
Sure. Give me a scuffling test.
I'm going to spend 2.
Sure.
5.
Alright. As you swing your fist into it, it feels like you punched like a block of jello. Your fist actually slows a bit, but you actually do hurt it.
Oh.
At which point it begins wrapping around your arm and enveloping you.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Learn from my mistake.
Make me a stability test.
I'll be right back.
3.
3, alright. Can lose a point of astronomy and gain, let's say, a point of bureaucracy.
Corey's relatively, or sorry, Trevor's relatively kind so far.
Yeah.
There's a reason it's doing these things.
It does not like
Oh,
astronomy for
It
some
deliberately gave him a useless skill.
I've got 2 points in bureaucracy.
I'm going to freely admit, me capping astronomy is because I think it's dumb for you to have 4 points in astronomy.
Min-maxing
It's a
us.
skill you're like never going to use.
Yeah.
Okay. I have a
Anyway,
plan.
more importantly, oh yeah, that's going to hit you. You can take 4 points of damage as your clothes begin burning off of you,
Wow,
and you
that's
have an
messy.
almighty crippling blazing headache. It feels like someone has just poured molten iron into your brain. It's pretty unpleasant.
So, just double checking, he gave all of us a bit of that purple stuff,
Yes.
right?
Yep.
Yeah. They've used, assuming that we all had.
I wish I was in
You
the
notice
room.
after punching it, your hand doesn't have any on it anymore.
It's just one use, but yes.
I'll
Okay.
say, so put it in with the shotgun.
Sprinkle it on the elephant gun bullet.
Yeah.
Just pour it down the barrel.
The barrel of a shotgun.
That's my plan for next turn. I have a double
It is
barrel.
next
I only
turn now.
blew 1 round.
You could certainly do that.
So while sitting on the couch, powder,
Hey, you can make me a firearms test. Reload again.
burn 2 more points.
Sure. It's only difficulty 3. So.
You got it.
Yep.
Yep.
You have reloaded it. What was your total?
5.
The total of your roll.
Oh, 5.
All right. So you can fire next round. If you'd gotten like twice the rating, I was saying you did it fast enough to do it immediately. Anyway, what are the rest of you doing? You're out in the front yard, yelling at a guy in a tank. Pulls up to a stop, opens hatch. Yes, what is it, old boy?
There's a quiet one in the house.
Yeah. Closes the hatch. Tank turns around. Starts driving away.
I'm
What
thinking
did you think he was gonna do? It's like a ghost. You can't shoot it as far as he's aware.
I try to climb onto the top of the tank.
Sure, give me an athletics test.
You're
Okay.
gonna get rolled over.
Don't fail.
You're gonna get rolled over.
Am I witnessing him do this?
Yep.
Can I run after him?
Sure. Are you trying to stop him?
No.
No!
What's your total? 4. All right. Your hand gets caught in the mechanism. You can take 4 points of damage as your hand is ground quite badly. You cannot use your right hand for anything for a while until you get that fixed.
For a second, I thought you were going to end up with another mechanical.
It is pretty badly chewed.
I'm assuming he's fallen away from the tank.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be
You
like,
can make me a stability test too.
my God, you fool.
4. Okay. You've been wounded in combat before.
Yeah. I go, my God, you fool.
This might not even be the first time you've got your hand caught in a tank track.
I'll run up to him and try and heal him. Yeah.
Alright, you can spend a while doing that. What are you two doing?
Right away. I guess I'm watching.
You can hear Jack from inside shouting something about using powder.
Oh yeah, something about that.
I'm sure it's not important.
We can try and catch it with the net.
Oh yes, let's shove it in a bottle.
Okay, a vacuum
But I have this
cleaner.
image of you chasing a mythos entity with a butterfly net.
Or we can find a vacuum cleaner.
I would like
Go
to
at
see
it
if I could,
Ghostbusters style.
if I can get a hold of, see if Victor has
Yeah,
any
what else
contacts
is
might
on
be able
like the walls around us?
Basically any kind of gun you can imagine. There's also swords, knives, there's a battle axe. There's a Viking
We
helmet.
cover the battle lines in the powder, you can just smack it with it.
All the guns are
thinking
loaded
the
in the
sword.
case.
They're not loaded.
We go get like a sword.
He's crazy, not stupid.
No, but contingencies. You need to have it loaded so that when you grab it, you just fire
He's
it.
pretty good at loading a
I'll take,
gun.
I'll take one of the cutlasses.
Sure.
What would happen if you took that, like your spray bottle with the pepper oil and just put the powder?
You're healing him, you punch something.
I'm trying to get my hand out of it.
Sure, you can make an athletics test, try and struggle out of it. It basically feels like you're wrapped in jello. You are wrapped in very sticky jello. And remain stuck in jello. You can try and punch it while you're there.
I have a terrible, terrible idea.
It still seems to have some substance to it.
It's probably
It's
3
not
years
much,
past my
but-
Or punch.
Dip the grenade in the powder and pull the pin and run.
3 stuff.
Nope.
That card collection.
It amorphously blobs out of the way as you're trying to hit it.
Well, if the blob's out of the way, my hand is free.
We're all in the same place. Donna didn't go
Just
anywhere
then
else.
swiftly wrapped up again. You're sort of struggling with it. It's moving around on you. Are you two actually doing anything?
I'm quite a ghost.
I'll coat the cutlass because I heard them say
Sure.
something about that.
You have a purple cutlass.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, it's going to try and choke you. Yep, do horrible, horrible things to you. It's not very effective at that. And you are also going to catch fire some more.
Miss.
Boxcars.
Ah!
You can take 6 points of damage.
Okay, I'm a -4.
You are hurt. The difficulty of all tasks you attempt goes up by 1.
Attempt
-2, actually.
You are still hurt.
attempt a consciousness.
One of your eyes you are no longer able to see out of. Carter, you can see his eye has blackened to the point that it is now like burnt. You can make me a stability
You're
test.
down.
I have to roll to see if I stay conscious, right?
Yes. The difficulty is 2.
5.
You're alright. You don't know him that well anyway.
That's probably permanent.
What would you like to do?
Well, I currently have a shotgun loaded with purple powder.
That's true. Alright, give me that firearms test. You're gonna want to roll high to not hit Carter with any of this.
Duh. That's all I say.
Tricky to do while he's entangled.
Arm off.
Can I count as close range?
Yeah, you're.
Oh, that's only for damage.
You're at point blank range.
I'm gonna burn 3.
Alright,
6.
you hit it. It is a +3 weapon.
9.
+2 for point blank.
11.
11.
11, alright. The cloud of buckshot slams into the side of the thing. It comes off of you. It actually splashes against the back wall like multicolored tie-dye paint.
Mosaic.
It starts slowly blorbing together again, and you can see it's like it's trying to make its way through the wall, but it's like it can't. Like it can't phase through the wall anymore.
Ah, paint the walls with the powder. Safe.
It is certainly very hurt.
Who else has more powder?
Insofar as you can tell. At this point, I will say, no, I'm not going to give you a hint. Alright. What are the rest of you doing? You have a cutlass covered in purple stuff.
Yeah, I read it with the cutlass.
So,
Sure, there's a weird blob of paint on the wall.
my attempt to heal him, can I spend a
Should
medicine
it be
to
slashing
actually
at
fix
that?
his hand? Or like,
Not
or just be first aid?
not at this speed.
Yeah.
Do you
but-
see the paint
First
like
aid.
moving?
Yep. If you want to do it quickly, you can make the roll. If you want to just not participate in combat and just do that, then you can just spend points. But you're doing that for the rest of the combat.
I think we're basically done here.
I'll do it quickly.
I can give you more powder.
Well, no, I'm spending first aid on him to.
The blob of colorful ooze has come off of the wall and is now sliding along the floor, making its way toward a door.
Yeah, with slash at
Sure.
it.
Give me a weapons test.
I got done.
Okay.
2.
2. Goes wide. It blorps over your legs. It's going to hit you for 4 points of damage. It feels like your legs start burning as it moves past them.
And I'm in a wheelchair.
No, that just hurts a lot. It's going to slip out the door and start making its way down a hallway, making its way for the front door.
Alright, do any of you guys yell anything about...
It's coming.
Okay.
Blob monster!
Donna's going to look for something, presumably there'll be something decorative, like a bowl or
There's
a
an elephant
vase or
gun in
something
every room.
in the area. Or maybe one of the glass cases.
Yeah,
Something. You just kind of
unload it.
like grab the case.
Cover the fridge with purple and just
and
like.
just like...
Are you going to try and get it stuck in a box?
I just ran into the wall.
Good job. You're going to try and trap it in a box or something?
This will be my sole participation in combat.
Yeah, sure.
Is it a
I
athletics?
call that athletics or weapons.
I will spend...
I'd say it's difficulty 7 to get a moving sentient blob of paint into a box.
I will spend 5.
Alright.
I will spend 6.
Alright.
12.
12, alright. You have a thing in a box.
Yes. And I'll just sprinkle some of the purple powder along the box
You can
too.
take 5 damage as your brain starts catching fire and make a stability test. It does not appear to be in contact. Need to have to be in contact with you to do that.
6.
6, alright. You still take 5 damage,
Yep.
but you don't get your stats shuffled around.
I will now back very far away from it. Did you hear the part where I sprinkled powder on the box?
Sure.
Yes.
I swear it's just like a box moving now. Like
I
a
have an
cat.
idea.
What, throw a grenade in the box?
Can this be like a glass bowl
Find
or
a red
glass
carpet.
display box or something? Okay.
It was a gun cabinet.
Okay. So
Oh,
There's some guns lying on the ground now.
I mean, this is a fancy house. It's probably red
But
carpet.
the thing is, with the red, it phases through red. Or
It'll
it
phase
seems
into
to
the
phase
earth and
through
get
anywhere.
blocked.
It seems to phase into whatever it damn well chooses.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you saw it, it went through a wall like nothing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but now it can't seem to phase.
Because it's got purple stuff in it.
I wonder
okay,
if it really
I'm
is
just
just a
gonna-
matter of purple and red.
I will,
No, it's that powder that we just
Yeah.
I'll run
Save
back
that shit.
while
A
trying
couple
to.
of you have some left. I think Jeffrey still has some left.
I do.
And I think you do. Yeah.
I'll run back, loading my
Did I
gun.
spend all of it to
Still
cover
have
the
a
box?
purple cutlass.
Pardon?
Did I use all of it to cover the box?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll run back, loading it into the elephant gun.
Okay. Yep, helmet gun with a purple shell. Good job.
Shoot it. Shoot it.
May I shoot it this round?
You can if you want to. It will break the box it's in.
Yeah, we just got it trapped.
But I think it's still gonna do damage while
True.
it's there.
So you've run into the room with a weird box full of paint.
Oh, I don't know where the box is.
You managed to avoid having horrible blackening occur. Your fingertips start hurting and burning, and you duck behind a wall again.
As soon
You
as
can make me a stability test.
Can I burn mythos to think of a way to kill this thing?
Sure, you can burn mythos.
Okay, I'll burn my point of
Spend 1
mythos.
point of mythos, lose 1 sanity.
The rest of us walk away from the
We're
table.
on stability, by the way.
Okay, you're fine. Actually, no, it's mythos creature. You're not fine. How much have you lost this scene so far?
5.
5? Alright. You just lose 3 then. Or actually, no, you don't lose any, sorry. There is actually a limit to how much stability you can possibly lose in a scene. Okay.
nice.
Anyway, sir. Yeah, you remember reading about, in a book when you were much younger, you remember reading about something called the powder of Ibn Ghazi. It's made of mummy dust and silver nitrate and a bunch of other alchemical compounds. When thrown at incorporeal creatures, it causes them to become visible and tangible. If you don't throw enough of it at them, they just become visible. You realize what's actually going on is it's not you have to have powder to attack it. It's if you'd just thrown all of it at it right away, it would have immediately become corporeal, and anything attack you make against it works. It's not like you have to specially prepare the attack every time. You realize what happened is because you split it up, you were just getting a lesser effect every time you hit it until it finally accumulated enough to actually start tangibly affecting it. You would guess currently it's not taking as much damage as you think it does from attacks, but you can harm it to some extent. You also know this powder's effect is temporary. And it will become incorporeal again. It will probably start coming out of the box, hit the powder on the outside of the box, become visible again, but then flee.
I start screaming all of those details, raving like a madman.
Yep. You then realize you have no idea where you read that because you didn't read any book like that when you were younger.
So, do I just fire at the thing then?
You can if you want to.
If you throw more powder at it, though, you won't.
It's already in the gun.
Okay.
Like, it's all gone,
Okay.
effectively.
Well,
I'm gonna
And I'm going to reload the gun while this is happening.
Sure.
I'm gonna not be in the room where this is happening. Actually, I'm gonna want to find Fortune because he said he knew somebody who made the Ibn Ghazi powder
he's fucking
stuff.
gone.
So.
Yeah, I'm
He's
gonna,
rolled off down the road in his tank.
I'll just fire.
There's a police siren. You can hear a car going by following the tank.
I'll fire at it.
Buddy, I'm so cold.
I'm gonna fire at it.
Alright, give me a firearms test.
I will spend.
I will back the hell
Its
away.
hit threshold is probably only 3 because it's stuck in a box.
I will spend 2 then.
Okay, you hit it.
Hey.
Give me that plus 3 damage weapon attack.
Okay.
Plus 5 actually at point blank.
Yeah, that's 11.
Nice.
Alrighty. There's a huge splatter as it goes through the thing. Splatters a smear of color all over the floor and it stops moving.
Sure it's dead.
No idea.
Somebody get close to it and see if you start burning.
Naughty not.
I will. And fire one more round into it. I'll make
From
that
the
athletics check.
crazy gun?
Also, you need to make that last test.
Right. Oh,
From the,
Make a roll for comedy.
2.
5.
You fall on your ass. You are catapulted onto your ass and skid backwards.
Did I do it?
So, what do we do here?
I approach it.
It remains stationary.
Yay. For now. My brain is not on fire.
So I will now spend some time fixing Jeffrey's hand.
Okay, I'm still sitting out in the
What
front
about
lawn
that
going,
guy?
ah!
He's lost an eye.
He's also a first aid guy who can also heal everyone
okay.
else.
Yeah.
Doctor first, then doctor everybody else.
Do you take any damage?
No.
I'm gonna look for like a glass jar. Or something.
I just went insane.
Try to scoop some.
Sure.
I just
You can find a jar.
What?
You gonna try and scoop some up?
God.
Sure. Give me just a flat roll.
So I'm only 4 down from max.
The strategy
You
protecting
heal
the
3?
doctors.
For
Do you
for-
have,
Okay.
I'll spend
do you
one.
have chemistry, biology, or pharmacy?
I have all of those things.
No, I'm talking to him.
I have some of
No.
Alrighty. You pick some up in a jar. There are some stuck to your hand. You are not well versed in handling chemicals or hazardous materials.
that. Nice.
Your hand has rainbow goo on it.
So if I spend just 1 point in
hand's not
first
burning.
aid, will it?
Wash off.
How do I fix his hand? By the
Try
way.
and wash it off. It remains on you.
I think just spend. I didn't think you just spend a point in medicine.
Do I spend a point in medicine to fix his hand, or
Yep.
You can just split it.
medicine or first aid?
If you spend a point of medicine, you can fix his hand such he can use it again, and then you can spend first aid to restore health.
Okay, I will do
rainbow
both.
stuff stuck in my fingers.
Yeah, it's stuck to like your hand, like there.
And oh, come on.
Your hand is fixed and you heal 3
You
points.
ran it under a
Alright.
faucet. It doesn't come off. Do
And
you want
then
to try and like rub it?
Alright.
Your other hand gets rainbow goo on it.
Who else needs help?
Soon your hands
I
are
will now
rainbow
run over to Daniel and go, my God, when I see him, and go,
He looks pretty horrifying. He's down an eye. His arm is quite badly burnt. His leg is quite badly
I will
burnt.
do
He's
all
missing
the
a lot of
things I
hair.
can do.
Am I?
He
Can I
doesn't
spend a
look
point
like
of medicine to help him out?
Yeah.
Not to fix his eye. But
Any servants around?
they've pretty much fled. Something about all the gunshots.
Can we find like essentially a clinic for me to like?
Probably has
You
a
could
bunker.
probably find some first aid supplies.
Yeah, no, I mean like just like a place for me to do it like relatively cleanly, because I assume just doing it with
Kitchen
my
counter.
bag. All right, so I'll start healing your points.
The rich guys.
How many points are down?
I'm at -2
His servants clean it with bleach.
out of 12.
Okay, so if I heal you,
I would need. You need to burn 7. It's 2 for 1.
well, no, I'm 3 for 1, so it's 4 to heal you 12, and 5 to hit max. I'm just gonna do 4.
Yeah, so you probably don't need to waste the extra.
So I'm healed up to max.
No, 2 below max. Okay, so 10. I have 3 left.
So I'm gonna wander up to you with my rainbow hands and go.
Fist.
Did you
Touched it.
did you touch it?
Yeah, he did.
You
He did.
dumbass.
I tried to wash it off, but it just.
Get away from me!
I see everything in black and white except that stuff.
I pull out my pistol and go,
No.
get away from
That
me!
is color. That is the only thing you see.
Yeah, that's what I
that's
said.
Yeah.
Except for that stuff.
Oh, sorry.
I
Yeah.
pull out my pistol and go, get away from me!
Sorry, I thought you meant in the sense that you don't see things like the way you don't
We'll
see
see if we can find you a pair of gloves. In the meantime, do not touch anything.
red. Also, it's kind of nice to see the color red again. There's some in there. It's pretty.
Wait, what?
Yeah. It's a roiling mass of all kinds of
Don't
colors.
touch, don't touch.
Some of the
Slap him.
colors are
Slap
red.
him.
I do not slap Daniel because I just fixed him. I pull Daniel back.
I see red!
Yeah, it's because it's the dead thing. But don't touch it.
I can't see that. No.
If you touch
Search
it,
for an
I will
alchemy
kill you.
book.
I'm going to say your Cthulhu Mythos spent before you realize what's going on. These things exist on a wavelength of reality, somewhere slightly in the infrared spectrum. If you can see color, the colors you see mask their presence, they like overpower them. If you can't see color, you can see the frequency they're on, and they appear to be in color to you.
Okay.
When you're affected by this effect, you can also sometimes enter that state yourself, which is what lets you walk through red-colored things. Red being the furthest toward the infrared spectrum.
All right.
You also realize what it was doing to you to burn you. It was firing low-frequency microwaves at you. It was microwaving you.
Cooking me.
Yeah.
Yay.
You also remember the
TV
burnt
dinner.
brains from the previous investigation? You realize that's probably what's going on, and you realize how it's making your thinking process change. It's burning synapses in your head to change the way you think.
Okay,
Do you
so
tell me this?
Yes. While you're fixing me up, I
So apparently it
piece all
has
together.
very precise control over it.
yeah. So that also does mean that
You
these
also
creatures
realize
were
it
part of
probably
that.
has the ability to command most low-frequency radiation, such as radio waves.
Can I call it Marie Curie?
Wrong end of the spectrum. That's high-frequency radiation.
I know, but
So
she'll still be interested.
Wait, if they can
Probably.
control radio waves, it can control what we hear through a radio?
Probably could.
Yay, so that broadcast could be...
be
The
fiction.
wanted posters worked.
Yeah, I know. But there's also the other part where what's-his-face became a judge.
The lawyer did call the cops, so it is a legit thing.
Unless the lawyer was being screwed. But Yeah, and that's more evidence to.
So Jeffrey, please start healing everybody else.
All right.
And can we assume that
Who needs
somebody-
healing?
I could go for a little bit of healing.
All right.
I would like 2 points.
Down.
No, 1 point.
Down 5. I'll give
Heals
you
1 for 2.
Oh.
2 points, so 4. Heal 4.
Thank you.
I'm 4 below max.
Okay. 2. I'll spend 2 points. You heal 4.
He's 2 below max.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll give you a point.
Thank you.
More so, I think
heal
I
2.
need stability.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You can pat yourself on the head.
Yeah.
You are an alias. You have the power to pat yourself on the
Yeah,
head.
but he heals me 2 for 1. So I can save mine.
I think my HP
wanna
has
help me out
fluctuated
there,
the
too?
most this mission.
I'll give you 2.
It's almost like you drew its ire.
Yeah, gee.
Weird that it's not accustomed to people punching it.
I could call upon a chemist to see if I can get more of this
Giving
stuff.
me 2 is fine. You know what's
Yeah,
You
I
did
do
it.
it.
You just barely did it. I hope to.
I call upon an Ashwood Abbey chemist to acquire more of this
Here
stuff.
we go.
Chemist.
Okay.
Alchemist. Alchemist.
I was hoping.
Unless you mean like a meth cooker.
Granted, chemist was also an old word for somebody who,
Makes makeup.
Well, yeah.
filmed.
Apothecary.
Yeah.
So
can
I'm gonna
I
try and
contact-
psychoanalysis.
You realize that powder is made of. You know what it's made of.
So you can make it.
If you got to a decent lab and got the components for it, which includes
Psychoanalysis.
mummy dust, silver nitrate, and some other components, you would find it a decent lab.
I failed my
Mostly, you need to
psychoanalysis.
somehow acquire mummy dust to make more of it.
Is there a
In this
museum of
house,
natural
might there
history
be mummy
nearby?
dust somewhere?
Yes.
There might be.
Well, I don't think I need any more of this right now.
I think
Yes.
I think
do.
we need more now.
You could make me a modified preparedness test. Basically, you're sort of rolling
Basically,
his
to see if
preparedness.
he has like a
Yeah.
supply closet somewhere. I don't want to steal it
No,
from his
he just
trophies.
has like a room full of sarcophagi.
I just don't want to steal it from his trophies.
We need to explain to him.
What do I get to know the goal on this?
I would say probably a 6.
All right, I'm gonna spend 5.
Because when he gets back from his
Sure.
joyride, we need
I like
to
how you
explain the
bothered.
damage.
I want to see how badly or
Yeah,
well.
there's a sarcophagus in there.
Yeah,
You open it,
can
there's
can
totally a mummy in
Is
there.
there a goal to like not steal it from his trophy?
Mummy goes. You close it again.
Do we not steal it from
Wait,
his
really?
trophies? Okay.
Is
well,
there
he failed
is there like a
psychoanalysis.
meat grinder? I did fail psychoanalysis. I just rolled 1.
Yeah, there's probably some of those in the kitchen.
Like it's
I take the butt of the gun and just start smashing.
All right.
Don't
Who-
smash the mummy. Let's
whoever is-
carefully some.
Whoever is doing this can give me a stability check because that's super gross.
I'll do it. I'm desperate.
This is one of his
It's dry.
trophies. We
Great.
don't want to.
All right, lose 2. You realize you were grinding up a human corpse.
oh right. So you gave me 2, yes.
Yeah.
So I go to 10.
No, I gave you 2 of my points, so that's 4.
Yes,
You're
I,
down 5.
You have acquired
but I was-
mummy dust.
I go to 10 because I was at 11.
Now I just need the other shit.
Now you just need a lab.
Make
Silver
sure
nitrate
the,
you can find in any photography.
sarcophagi is
Anyone with
closed.
points in photography, such as you, might have some.
Yep.
You probably have some lying around in a bag. And you just need to find a lab to find
I
some
have
other
points in
miscellaneous
chemistry.
components. Yeah,
We
that
can
would
make
be-
a lab.
Probably not other stuff here. Making a lab is not hard. It's the chemicals in a lab are what you need.
No, there's a dark room. I see it.
There are a multitude of other chemicals that require a proper lab to acquire.
I could talk our way into a lab. I am a doctor. That is one of the
There's
traits
the
of being a
University of
doctor.
Indianapolis has a laboratory.
And a library.
Yes, it does. But a librarian went missing from recently.
Yay! Perfect. We can go there at
Convenient.
night.
So we basically just have a giant vial of mummy dust right now.
It's like
That
still
splattered colorful paint on the floor looks like it's starting to evaporate. To you, it's sort of turning back into mist.
We can spend the night here.
Yeah,
though,
it's
and
starting
go
to
the
evaporate
lab.
off.
Okay.
there's a giant
From your
hole in the
perspective, it
wall.
looks like it's just melting away.
Is there any way we can
Isn't it
stop it
just
from
phasing
evaporating?
out of-
That way we can sell the trophy to.
You bottled some up already that we don't actually
You
know.
have a jar. Would you like to look at the jar?
Yes.
It is filling with weird cloudy mist.
It's
Like mist from around it
reconstituting.
is going.
No, it's just full of mist.
Okay.
Oh, it hasn't evaporated.
It is turning from a solid goop into a cloudy stuff.
Yeah, but I mean it hasn't escaped from the jar.
No, it's still in a jar.
Ah, that's interesting.
We get like a glass vase and like
Cork it.
Yeah. Like going upside down, and it's like, do not flip over.
Monster trapped
Put it in a
inside.
bucket, put a brick on top.
Invisible monster trapped inside.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll. No one's gonna go, what the fuck is this?
Well, no, what you do is you put the vase on and you take a piece of paper and you slide it under.
It's not a
You, like,
spider.
Saran wrap it. There's saran wrap, but that's
I don't think that's been invented yet.
tin
No.
foil?
I have no idea if it has or
Don't,
not.
don't think
so.
don't think so either.
It's plastic.
Like aluminum
Plastic exists. It's fairly new. It
Yeah,
hasn't really
yeah.
entered mass production.
aluminum foil was not either. The rule was not.
Aluminum's
Yeah, I was
expensive.
gonna say aluminum's still rather.
Like TV dinners was like that was like the TV days of like when you have the tin foil microwave and stuff.
Sheepskin?
Parchment paper, usually. Wax paper, things like that.
Yeah, the microwave wasn't invented until nuclear testing.
Okay, I'm going to take the vial of space goo, walk over to where it looks like there's a red carpet somewhere, so I'm just seeing pits.
Okay, no.
It might buy us time.
What are you trying to do?
Because, one, it'll have to reconstitute, possibly, to be able to get out of the container. And then after that,
We don't know if it's actually reconstituted.
It could just be evaporating into nothingness. It's like killing a god.
It might just be that the powder's wearing off. And it's
Yeah.
going back to the state it's normally in.
So,
Which is still, hopefully,
physics.
still.
tinfoil is a decent shielding against microwaves.
So you're gonna wear a tinfoil hat?
So you could actually wear a tinfoil hat to
If I-
protect against.
if I drop it down a red hole, it'll
There's
get
a
stuck
reason
in
I
here
did
somewhere.
this.
Yeah. No,
I was hoping one of you would wear a tinfoil hat.
Does tinfoil exist?
I'll wear it
For the
under
sake of
my-
comedy, I'm going to make it exist. Because it's funny.
So I'm gonna line.
There's totally some in the house.
I'm gonna line my fedora with it.
Sure. Yes. Literal tinfoil hattery.
Put it under the things that you wear over your bob.
Yeah, so we got the little cap hats.
Yeah.
Little cap hats.
No, they're like, I don't know.
I don't think they're
they're like
called
really
bonnets.
nice, richy beanies.
They're just like the they got like the little rim
I think it's the bonnet. The blue bonnets.
bonnets or.
No, I wear like the whole
I will
head.
mention it is after 8.
Do you need to take off or what?
Eventually, yeah.
Alright, just let me know how long you can sit.
I probably have to leave soon. I'm thinking we just killed
Well,
a
we
big
did just kill
monster.
the-
It's probably
Okay, so we can
Then-
whole night
There
rest
may or
here.
may not be horrible repercussions for
Yes.
having all over my hands.
Do you want to try dropping a jar into a hole in the earth?
I vote we do that. Because even if it
You
is
try
able to get
doing
back,
that.
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant drop a jar of
Wouldn't it
like
just phase
of
out of the
purple
earth?
stuff. I was like, what the hell?
Oh, no.
You're probably going to stick your hand through the floor in order to drop it.
well, from my perspective, it looks like it's a pit.
yeah,
So
but
I'm assuming
the jar
that if I
will
drop
break.
it, it may go through.
The jar will probably
You know what you're
break.
really lucky about?
You don't have
That
to
is
drop
not
it. You can just
gunshots
try to
killing you.
put
It was
through.
microwave radiation killing
Yeah.
you. So you didn't spew blood everywhere.
Just
Exactly.
Stick
So I
your
just
hand
put my
through
hand
the
through the hole
hole.
and then let it drop and see what happens.
It stays in the middle of the
From your perspective, he sticks his hand through the floor and then takes his hand back up. From your perspective, there's a jar floating in an empty void.
Yeah, you just stuck it in like
A jar.
the floor.
The jar of stuff.
Why are you
That
doing
is a
that?
He stuck-
great
he
place
stuck it
to
in the
hide
floor.
things now.
Get it out. What are you doing?
Way of hiding things.
It might not be able to come out through.
Why do you insist on keeping horribly dangerous things around?
Yeah.
If you guys wait around for a while,
Ever been.
the visible cloudy mist stuff will eventually disappear to everyone except you, and eventually it will just sort of vanish.
Okay, so
Okay.
yeah, it is.
I'm
We're
gonna
safe.
flag down like is there any staff left in the house?
Fuck no.
Didn't think so. I was hoping somebody stuck around.
How many
to prepare a
elephant
bed.
gun rifle rounds went off? Like 4?
No, two
Are there,
gauges.
wait, more important,
Two two-bore shotgun
more
rounds, and I think
Are there any
2
cops
elephant rifle
coming?
That's what I
rounds.
was
Because he shot 2.
Oh, he did?
Or no, did you?
No, I didn't.
I
Oh,
can't
no.
imagine that
3 actually.
gunshots in this house
Two
are
that
an
hit,
odd
and then the
occurrence.
third one
Yes.
that-
No, I just sent a
Are there
tank
any
after a
cops
cop.
coming, or did or are they?
The tank is diverting the cops
Yeah.
quite effectively.
Yeah, I can't imagine
Hey,
that
so
gunshots
should we
in this
just steal
household
his
are
cars?
particularly.
You can steal a car from him.
Whoa, whoa. He's been an ally. We should at least wait till he comes back. He'll understand. monster attack.
Actually, if he's in a tank, does it have a
Even
radio?
know.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I tried to find a radio in the house.
If you radio him, the cops have already stopped him. It'll be the cops listening to you, not him.
Assuming
You'll
they're on the
notice
same
if
band.
it's not his voice.
But like
Yeah.
that's also
But-
if the cops have stopped a tank.
They have the technology. It exists.
The cops are
It
not
might
militarized.
take more than a few minutes.
True. How long has this been going on?
Amber.
Like
Yeah.
Cops are
10
not
minutes.
militarized in this era.
Yeah.
He is
In this, era,
militarized.
in this era, they're armed with a .38 revolver and maybe a shotgun in the
Fair.
trunk.
They don't have armored carriers.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be
But
like,
he's not invincible.
He's
not,
in a tank.
unless he
he's
rolls
not
it
the
into a ditch,
juggernaut.
they're not gonna have much hope until
He's
like
effectively
until they can
invincible.
actually get the
Are
army
you
to show up
understanding what a
stop
tank
him.
is?
And they're
I
probably
know
not
what a
going to
tank
care.
is, but he's
Like it's not a great
super
tank.
tank.
It's like a
it's
World
a
War One
tank.
tank, but
But I'm
still.
saying he's not unstoppable,
They probably
and
won't
he's
even try to
probably
stop him because he's on his own property. If he's staying on his
He's not
property,
anymore.
No,
he
he
went
was.
off on the road.
He
When
ran
we told
away.
him there was a monster.
He
He's
ran
going down the highway in a
Okay,
tank.
basically, are we staying here or are we leaving?
Is there a guy with a headband?
I'm gonna try to
that's
find a
going
radio and get in touch with him. Tell him that the house is now secure.
Alright, yeah, you get the radio on. He's like, I haven't had this much fun in years. House is secure. Capital. Capital. Fantastic.
I like-
I'm gonna be a while. This is great fun. I don't mind telling
Ask
you.
if we can ask if we can borrow a car.
Is it alright if we borrow a couple of your things?
Oh, why not? Take two.
Okay.
So we have vehicles now.
Oh,
I have a better car now.
you can shoot them if you pour a bunch of that purple stuff on them first.
What, the cops?
No, there's the
Why would I want to
ones.
shoot cops, you lunatic?
Quiet ones. You can actually hunt them.
Incorporeal monsters.
By the way,
Fascinating.
we tell him the
by the way,
recipe for the powder.
maybe just tell him not to mention my name if he ends up talking to the cops.
He
my name's
will
not one he
perhaps
wants.
hire a chemist to try and get on that. Capital. I happen to have a mummy.
I may have broken a bit off.
I may have taken my share.
Fuck it. I have to get another one then.
Well, no, there's still plenty of mummy to use. I mean, I don't need a whole
Now it
mummy.
has-
Find down the mummy. It's that rendering process involved.
Oh dear.
Wait,
Let's-
do you have medicine,
Let's
Jeffrey?
go.
Yes, I do.
Okay, just making sure.
Let's
It
go
is
and
now,
find somewhere to sleep.
It is now moving on early night.
Yeah,
You can
sleeping
sleep
here.
here.
Yeah, let's just sleep
Still
here.
somewhat secure.
Donna's a little annoyed she has to go make up her own bed, but
Yep.
she's suffers.
You guys can refresh these abilities.
Athletics is the only one I can do.
I didn't spend nothing.
Firearms, most notably for some of you.
Yup.
Can I just cheat this cutlass and just bring it with me? It's a cane. It's a very fancy cane.
I think this is a decent place to cut it for today.
And I scored a fancy eye patch.
You did.